everyone, Val here, and today I want to talk about traveling. The question is travel to a foreign country safe? I've been getting a lot of comments. I've been talking about my upcoming trip to India, which actually we're leaving tomorrow to go to New York. I'm going to stay in New York a couple of days, and then we're going to fly out to India on Sunday. I've been talking about that on the channel, and I've been getting some comments about how unsafe it is to be in India or to be on long flights because there's a possibility that you could get robbed. Somebody could steal from you. Foreign countries, somebody could steal from you. Don't go to India. It's not safe. So we're going to talk about, is foreign travel safe? These are my thoughts on it. All right, I've been to, and I love to travel. For number one thing, I love to travel. We've been all over the Caribbean area. Some of the places we've been to are places like Canada, the Bahamas, Bermuda, St. Thomas, St. Croix, St. Lucia, Antigua, St. Martin, St. Kitts. We've been to Jamaica, to Haiti, to Cozumel, to Grand Caymans, Costa Maya, Belize. I'm hoping I'm getting it all, but we've been all over the place in the United States. We've been to places like Alaska, Las Vegas, California, Washington, Texas, Chicago, New York, Florida. I've been to Disneyland and I've been to Disney World, California and Florida. We travel. That's what we do. We travel. We like to travel. We work very hard, and we like to see different places in the world. Now we've been over to places like France and England and any of those places. No, this will be my first trip over there. Would the possibility of getting robbed or getting something stolen from me stop me from doing that? Absolutely not. There's some factors that would. Okay, factors such as natural disasters. Is there storms going on, earthquake, tsunamis, disaster, anything like that going on? Is there a war going on? I would not walk into a war zone. I would not walk into a disaster zone unless I was there to do some kind of humanitarian aid or something like that. But I wouldn't go to those places if there was something going on that would be totally dangerous, like a war. Or, I wouldn't visit California if there was a big fire, a big flood or something going on where I know that they're evacuating places and it's not safe to be. I wouldn't go. Those are things that would stop me from going to these places. Things like being robbed or being hurt, that can happen to you anywhere. So I wouldn't stop. I would be cautious. I'm always cautious, and I'm probably extra cautious when I travel, that I keep my money close to me. If I'm on a cruise ship or if I'm in a hotel, I keep most of my money, my passport, my stuff like that, locked in the safe in the hotel. And if I go out, I might carry a few dollars in case I want something to eat or I want a souvenir or something like that. Maybe I carry $50 to $100 with me. But the rest of my money is going to stay in the safe. That way, if for something happens and I lose that money, I'm not out all of my money. I hardly ever carry my credit card or my debit card with me when I'm going out and about because I wouldn't want to lose that and not have that. I don't charge on my credit card in foreign countries because my bank charges an extra fee for that. And I learned that on my very first trip out of the country, and I have not done that since. So I make sure that I carry enough cash with me so I can make my purchases in cash, I can tip in cash, and I don't have to use my debit or my credit card. I can leave that in my safe so that it is safe and there's no chance, the very slim chance that I will lose all of my money. I will say I have been robbed in my life before. And I've been 3 times that are specific incidences that I have remembered where I have been robbed. And I wanted to talk about that too. So I've been robbed 3 times. One time in my workplace, I was working in a hotel. I had an office. I put my purse in my desk in my office. and I went about doing my duties outside of my office in the hotel. When I came back, somebody had gone into my office, into my desk. My desk did not lock, took money out of my purse. Luckily, I don't ever carry a lot of money on me. Very seldom do I carry a lot of money on me. So it was a matter of maybe 20 bucks, but still, someone violated my private space, took what didn't belong to them, and left with it. That was in my workplace. The second time was, we had gone to bed. It was before I married Steve, and someone broke into our cars and stole stuff out of our cars, my first husband and I. So that was at home. And then the third incident was, I was in a grocery store. I was cashing out of the grocery store. I had a deposit because I was going to go to the bank after I went to the grocery store. I had a deposit in my purse. The cashier, there was a cashier and a bagger there. The cashier was distracting me. So she was talking about items I was buying and stuff. So I was paying attention to her. It was the only time in the store my purse was opened, and it was at the cashier. I truly believe that the bag boy and the cashier were working together because they saw the money in my purse as I opened my purse, and it was taken at the cash register. My money was taken. The store manager, I reported to the store manager the loss of the money, and she refused to play any videos or watch any videos of what may have transpired at the checkout. So I was out my deposit for the day, and I also had a gift card in there. The gift card was also taken. Luckily, it had been used. It only had a couple dollars left on it. So I've traveled to all of these foreign countries and all across America. I have not been robbed one time. I'm at home. I've got robbed in my workplace. I've got robbed in my home, and I've got robbed in the grocery store. I'm not going to stop going home. I'm not going to stop going to work, and I'm not going to stop going to the grocery store. So I also was in a 7-Eleven one time, and I watched a man get robbed by another man. He was trying to pay for his food at the cash register, or pay for his purchase at the cash register. Somebody reached around him, put him in like a bear hug, and stole the money he was using to pay the cashier. Then took the money and ran. So that's 4 times in my neighborhood, not my current neighborhood, but my past neighborhood. Actually past couple of neighborhoods, because it wasn't all in the same place. I moved around a little bit, but so it seems like I'm safer traveling than I'm safer at home. So is it safe to travel to foreign countries or other places, or is it safer to stay home? I'm saying it's safer to go. I've witnessed or been part of being robbed 4 times in my home, in my workplace, in the grocery store. I've gone to all these foreign countries, all these places. I think what it boils down to is, how safe are you? How safe do you make yourself? How, if you feel safe, maybe you're not guarding your stuff as well. Nobody's going to come into my house and take something. Nobody's going to go into my car and take something. Nobody's going to go into my desk drawer and take something. So you feel very guarded. So you let your guards down. When you're traveling, you think there's always a possibility that someone might take something that I need. So you're guarding it. You're guarding it more, if that makes sense. You're guarding it more. So there's less likely that someone's going to have the chance to take it if it's under guard. Now, if you're not guarding it that well, you're leaving it out in your hotel room, or you're, you know, sleeping on the airplane and your bag's open and it's sitting on the aisle seat where somebody could walk by and say, oh yeah, there's some money in that purse. That purse is wide open. I've gone in grocery stores and seen purses wide open in the front of shopping carts and money sitting on the top of them. And I'm thinking, are they crazy? Do they not think somebody's going to walk by and take that money? It depends a lot on how guarded you are. So keep yourself safe. Think about being safe. Don't go into places that don't look like you should be there. Steve and I were walking around one of the countries we were in one time, and we were walking around the area where, you know, they have the little souvenir shops and stuff, and we went to walk down the street, And we kind of looked at where we were going. Check your surroundings. And to us, it was like, I'm not really sure that this street might be the safest street for us to go down. It just, there were people hanging out, and there was, they were being loud, and it was like, I don't think this is where we want to go. Let's turn around and go the other way. So be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of how you're carrying your items that you don't want to be taken. If you're leaving your camera or your phone sitting out and you walk away from it and think it's safe sitting on the table, you'll be right back. It's probably not going to be there when you get back. My brother lost a camera doing that. We were in a resort playing, and he, his daughter was young, and he put the camera down on the table and walked away, and he walked back and the camera was gone. That's in the United States. That's not far from my home. You have to be safe. You have to think safe and not let your guard down. You have to protect yourself. Is traveling to a foreign country safe? Yes, it is safe if you know what you're going into. You know that the country is safe and it's not in a war zone or some kind of disaster zone. You've researched, you've done your research, you know where you're going to go, you know the areas you're going to go in, and you have pre-thought the trip, so you know how you're going to carry your money, where you're going to store your money, or your credit cards, or your passport, or whatever it is that you need. You have to have some kind of pre-thought. You have to know how to keep yourself safe. Every place you go, it doesn't matter if you're in the United States, Canada, or any other country, it's how you carry yourself and how you prepare for your trip. So, I'm going to India. We are leaving tomorrow to go to New York, and then we're flying out to India. Do I feel safe? Yes. I have researched, I have watched videos, I have talked to my sister who went in November, and she's going with us this time. We're going to be with an Indian family over there, the family of the groom, and we're going to a wedding, and they know India because they live there, and they're going to be showing us around. We have a tour group that's dedicated to us. We have our own tour bus. We have our own guide that's going to be with us the whole time that we're there, and I feel safe. I feel safe. We're not going to go where we don't know where we're going. It's all pre-planned. Everything is pre-planned. I appreciate everybody worrying about me and putting all the comments in there, telling me how unsafe it is. And I know that you have my safety in mind, but I want you to know there are things that will keep you safe out there. You just have to be mindful of that. I'll take lots of videos and share it with y'all. I'm excited for this trip. I'm not in fear at all of not being safe. If something happens, it could happen at home. It could happen right here where I live now, in my grocery store, at my workplace. There's nothing saying that just because you're at home, you're going to be safe. So don't be afraid to travel. Go research, go have a good time, make lots of memories. Take lots of video, share it with us, and enjoy your trip. And I am going to enjoy mine, and I'm going to enjoy my time with my family who I haven't seen in a while. Thank you all for watching. Give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed and you want to. And go see the world. Don't be afraid. All right? Love you guys, and I'll talk to you on the next video. Bye now.